So we're going to be talking about blogging and why should you blog when you are an e-commerce store. I mean, you're selling products. Why should you blog, right? This is important because blogging is just information for your customers. So every time you blog is something to do with either your products, your market niche, you you know, it's ways to use your product, how many products out there that talk about the same thing. So blogging you should be using to actually get your reach out more as well on social media. So I have 20 plus ways to reuse a blog, and that is to get information out to your customers. And so you can use, and I won't mention all 20, 21, 26 or whatever I do have, and I actually have more than that. But I'll just tell you about a few of the ways is that you can share a blog. Once you've written the blog, you can share it on your social media. You can send emails out about your blog. You can make a video with your blog. You can break up your blog into sections, and those little posts can be a blog, and add a video or an image to that little section. That's another post. So there's a myriad of ways to get information out to your customers. You can't always sell. People don't like to be sold to, right? We don't. It's all about what's in it for me, right? That's the first thing your customer is going to go, why do I need to buy this product? And your blog can give them so many more ideas of what to do with your product, right? You can have skincare. You can have a long session about, how to use it, what's a good regime, about cleaning your face. Donna from Puzzle Piece has how to glue a puzzle piece together and frame it, right? It is the best blog that she has. In anything that you're selling, so you can write something about your products, how to use it, why to use it, what is a good product to use and what's a bad product to use. Do comparisons with your competition. So when you do this, you show Google that you are an authority in your field, okay, in your niche market. And the more you do it, the better it is, because here's what happens. You will end up on number one, well, behind the ads, behind the questions. You will end up on page one if you work hard enough. So the large companies are on page one. We know that because they have movement on their website. They're always doing something. And so if you've added all your information, you've now done all your SEO on your information, on your titles and your descriptions and everything, you do a blog and you have to keep at it. So getting on page number one takes dedicated 6 months. I've put somebody on Google number one in 6 months, but it was a daily effort of changing things, of adding things, and that was without a blog even. And so if you're adding a blog, you're adding so much more to your website. And then you can, in your blog, you can actually add your best-selling product. And you don't have to call it a blog. Call it news or articles or anything that you want to. You don't have to call it a blog, because a blog tends to sort of not marry with e-commerce. It just sounds a bit funny, but it's all perception. It's what you want to call it. And so if you had a blog, then you could be writing all the time about whatever, industry trends, what's a good thing to buy, how to use your product, unboxing a product, comparison blog, again, how to use your product, ingredients, what is a good ingredient, what's a bad ingredient, why should people buy. Just always think about why should people buy your products, and you can create a blog. So Christmas is coming up, you create a blog on what to buy for Christmas, suggestions. So if you don't have a lot of products, then obviously you're stuck, but mention other products and create an affiliate program on Amazon and sell somebody else's products as well, because they, especially if the products actually complement your products. Okay, you don't want to sell something that doesn't complement your products, because they need your product, and then they can also buy this other stuff, right? So I want to show you just some basic steps for writing a blog. Okay, and then I'll also show you, this is one of my workshops. So then I'll also show you, what an old photo. This is a 24-month plan that we have been working on in the workshops. And so, you know, if you want to join our workshops, you just let me know. And this is ongoing. Twice a week we do workshops. So 24-month plan, I know I said in six months, but you have to continually doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? So, and it's the same thing with when you are posting and you're on social and you're emailing, you've got to constantly doing. You cannot stop doing all that good stuff. Okay, here's the blog formula. You have a headline. So when all else fails, use a formula. Obviously, the internet is full of fill in the blank blog title suggestions. Like this is Crazy Egg, and I wonder if I can click on this. Oh, yeah, Crazy Egg. Okay. And I have a couple of other ones that I will show you how you can get nice engaging headers. Headlines for business. It tells you best headlines, and this is tells you examples of how to actually, what the top title should be in your blog, what's an attractive, and that goes with, so this is research for your products as well. This all works together, having a really good title. So have a look at this, and then what I actually want to add in here is Uber suggest, and then I've got headliner. I'm surprised I don't have these in here. Okay, so headliner, where have I got it? I know I've got it in here somewhere. I'm an Apps Institute. Oh, CoSchedule is very good. CoSchedule. So you can put your headline in here. So let's try. Do I have a blog in here somewhere? Oh, you know what? I'm trying this blog. I'm writing this blog right now for Seabrook Marina. So here we go. Type your headline in. Analyze it. Okay. So you're trying to see if you got a good headline, right? So how to stay plugged in during power outage. It's common. I'm not using a lot of A's in house. Uncommon tells you increase the number of uncommon words in your headline. And it does some suggestion. Emotional, how to, and power. Increase the number of power words. I don't have any power words in that headline, so I should add some. And here's some tips as well. This is all research that's very good for you to do, because if you don't, then it won't attract people. So you can actually use this headline in an email that you send to your customers. So it'll length analysis, which is important. And then again here, this is how people skim. How to stay a power outage. They read the first three and the last three. And then headlines should include searchable keywords and phrases that readers can find your content easily. Okay, so again, you know, it just shows you how it actually then pitches up on the internet. So if you are in Shopify, then we go to the bottom here, remember, and then I don't know if I've showed you this, but this is where you're going to make it absolutely amazing so people can find it on the internet. This is the search engine listing preview, and I'll do a blog a video just for that. So anyway, so here you go, Google search preview. You can use it for email subject line, how to stay plugged in, and share this with your, this is cool, right? So you can share it with people that you are connected with. So headliner, I want to say it's headliner. Promote your, no. Let's see here. I should have had this open, but I didn't. And also, So go into Amazon and see what they have. I want to see if this is it. No, it's not. Okay, so I have to search for it. So I know I've got it somewhere because I use it all the time. Let's see, I'm not going to open it right now. No. Headliner. See, I've got a lot of things I save, people. A lot of things to save. How to build a successful online store. I should have had this open, then it would have been immediately. How to get, let's do some search. How to find great headlines for blogs. Boom. Ha. Okay. Upwork. Let's see here. WordStream is fabulous. Lots of information. Okay. Blog Wizard, Search Engine Journal, Leon Patel, OptiMonster, HostGator, CoSchedule. So we've already got that one. And I think Post Planner is good as well. Let's have a look at this one. No, that's a blog. So no, that does. This tool will get you more likes. No. Okay. So let's continue. If I find it, I'll put these into. It must be here somewhere because I know I use it a lot. And as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I will add it to the link so you can go and search for good headlines and see what you need to do to actually make sure that that headline is a good headline. You know, so it shows up on Google very quickly. So let's go back here again. So Crazy Egg, lots of suggestions there, and numbers are always good, and the how-tos are brilliant, right? So I don't know, headliner, it is headliner as well. Okay, and then Uber Suggest is another subject. I will actually when I'm doing the search engine listing preview, I'll do an Uber Suggest research on how to get your keyword phrases for anything in your website. So H2, which is a subtitle answer to the question. Okay, so introduction. So first, the headline is what we call an H1, and I'll show you what this means in your Shopify store. So your headline is this part here, is your title. And in any theme, in any blog theme, your headline is going to be an H1. H1 is just a HTML term, but what it means, is just the size of the importance of your headlines. Okay, so normally we start with H1, that's what Google recognizes. Then we go back onto an H2 because that's number 2, then H3, that's number 3. Normally what I use H1, which is already on your website. You don't have to worry about H1. And I do my headers, can you see this? I do my headers in H2, right? Because they're important. And then you can do, so if you wanted to use H3, you can maybe do, say products to buy, hang on. I'm doing a products to buy. So I can do that in H3, right? So when you're looking at it on your website, so you do a view and then you see here, so that's larger, and this is a little bit smaller, so it's not as important as the main subtitles, right? So, and I'm also taking that out because she doesn't have a store anymore. And I'm changing this whole thing. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come to the secondary subtitles that you have in your blog. Body section. Okay, so let's talk first about the body section, and then I will go back to the introduction. Obviously, we have an introduction in in your blog, and that normally answers the question. So when I have a blog, this is how you're going to get to the top of Google if you do this, because you can get to the top of Google with no payments whatsoever, just with your blogs. So what you're going to have is, and we haven't added it properly in here, since I am fixing this one. So how to stay plugged in during a power outage. So what I should do is I should answer the question, try to get the reader's attention, share the big idea of the article. Okay, so that's really telling them, okay, this is what this article, the solution is. And paragraph 2, try to emphasize the need for the article, prove the reader that they need to read this. So remember that people are skimming. So so I wouldn't say I'll say electronic gadgets make life easier in a lot of ways, but when the power sources falter, so this is, it really does answer why they should buy electronic power outage, how to stay plugged in during the power outage, what to do when the power goes out, then they have to buy power things, you know, to power their stuff up. So anyway, so that's the rule. Okay, so I have to, obviously somebody else wrote this blog, so I'm going through it and making sure that all these questions, these are basic things, okay, that you need to answer when you're writing your blog. Body section, so H2, subtitle every paragraph, important. Why? Because I'm a skimmer. I skim through blogs. I'm not reading the whole thing. So I want to know, okay, what is she talking about? What is this person talking about? Good. So if we look at this one, you see? Let's look at this one. See how long this title is? And it says 41 engaging examples, best headlines to rally your audience, right? Lots of nice keywords in there. So they're blah 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 in the front, and then importance of great headlines for your online business. Then you see how they use lots of white space. We will talk about that in soon. There's headlines. Then this is H2, and then this is H3, right? So they have these are under that main headline. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so they have 45 in here. Beep, 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 beep. Yes. So when you come back to the blog, so every paragraph, you don't have to do every paragraph, but make sure that your paragraphs are short, right? And then tell people what's in the paragraph. So explain the big idea of the article, take a look ahead, what reader is going to experience and learn. Lots of paragraphs. And you can go from 500 to 1500 or more, but yeah, 500 to 1500 words. I know 1500 is a lot, but we'll build up to it, right? So 500 is good. Create 5 or more points. So when you are in a paragraph, and why are we doing this? We did a research this morning. Okay, so so let's look at this one. How to find great headlines for blogs. You see this here, and don't look at all I've got lots of apps on this page. So your page does not look like this. So you see this here. This is, I wish I had a thing. This is what people are asking. Okay, they're searching for it. So somebody's already answered this. So if you had a blog, okay, answering this question, then your blog will pop up here. And this is where we're going to head with our blogs. And I will tell you why we're doing this. Again, is to get more attention, to get on Google's #1 page, and to give our customers more information. Okay, that's the reason why. And then getting people onto our website because we have good information. So they know they're coming to the source where they can get good information. And this is a learned skill set, but you will get there. I promise you will get there, okay? And baby steps. We will do 1 blog a week. And I know that's a lot. Do it on Sundays when you're in a quiet time and you're watching TV. Okay, create 5 or more great points. Article is more structured that way. And then obviously we have to have graphics. Okay, so always think about Canva when you're getting graphics. share research piece with point. Okay, it's an 80-20 rule. So 80% of your information can be curated, can be from other websites. You've got to put the reference in your blog, and 20% can be yours. Or you write one blog and you write 80% of your other blogs are curated. You've got to always put the reference in. And what I would do is email that person and say, hey, I'm using your blog. Can I do it? I'm putting it into my website. Just as polite to ask, right? But they might like it and send people to it if you have improved on their blog. Okay, and then I'll show you how to actually get backlinks to other people that will share your blog. Okay, so then summary is complete your idea. Repeat the main point. 1 or 2 paragraphs only. That's the summary, right? The conclusion. Build social proof and include additional resources. Okay, so resources are always very, very good. And then the biggest thing is tell your readers exactly what do you want them to do? Do you want them to share this with their people, or do you want maybe to buy something? So this is what Donna did. And Donna started very slowly. She built on it and she's written more and more blogs. She's been doing a fabulous job. Okay, so her problem solving in a workplace is like completing a jigsaw puzzle. It's great, it's brilliant, right? So you see how she's used lots of white space, and we're going to talk about the white space because people read things on their phone and they don't want this big long just a lot of words on their phone, right? So remember, people are reading this on their phone, so you are preparing this so they can read it easily and skim on their phone. So here we go. So this is she's added a buy button that she can get in Shopify. Okay, and it's called here the buy button. Where's my buy button? There's my buy button. You can create a buy button in Shopify and then add it to your blog, and there will be a video for that. Okay, and then so she has added that, so hopefully somebody would come in here and say, hey, you know, I need this product. It's a great article. Let me buy a product, and create an office, you know, an office puzzle. People get ideas if you give it to them. Okay, so then Neil Patel, my absolute favorite person for SEO, says step 1, title, question about what you are writing. First paragraph, explain or description of blog. Next paragraph, answer, bold. Step 2, headers for each paragraph. Not each, so each paragraph, or two, I would say, or 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay. Step 3, add about 2 to 3 paragraphs for for each header. Doesn't make sense, right? So we'll do step 3 out of here, and we'll add good images and graphics, right? Conclusion, step 4. Why you do this, and why this is a good suggestion. Okay, tell your clients what is the next step. Okay, so he has forgotten the. Yes, this is really the CTA, right? CTA. Okay, let's do this. CTA, which is call to action, the buy button or whatever. Call to action, right? Share this blog, give them suggestions. What should they do? Okay, then this is the last one. So images and videos, 2 to 3 plus sizes, nice big beautiful images. You can go to Canva, Animoto, or Wave has got a great program, right? Wave.video. Text keywords, you see it was headline analyzer. Ha! So it's headline analyzer, AdWords keyword tool, which is fabulous on Google. So and obviously I am going to post this for you. It's on Google. Local search checklist. Hashtagify me. Comes up with some great stuff. Grammarly, and this is also for keywords and phrases. And let's add Uber Suggest. I love Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest, offer compelling, listen or know what your customers' problems are. So always try and solve a problem with a blog, right? Which makes it, again, remember, this is making you an authority on your product and your niche and your market. A lot of clients are not doing this. A lot of e-commerce stores are not doing it. Or if they're doing it, they're not maintaining it. So I want you guys, that's why I said this is a 24-month plan, and we do this in the workshop, and we're working on this all the time. 24-month plan is you must sustain it consistently online so that your, okay, I need to show my, so that your customers get used to you doing this, right? They get used to you doing this. Neil Patel does a video every single day, and then he turns the video into a blog. Obviously, he does it the other way around, but you can do a blog and you can actually turn it into a video. So there is a software, Lumen 5, that takes your video, and now it's a paid program. I used to be free. Now it's a paid program, but this is what it does. It actually takes your video, and I'll show you some videos that I did from my blog. It'll take your video, create the video. Let's have a look here. It does it automatically. Here, look here. So I've got all these, I keep forgetting I've got these things in here, right? So I've got all these blogs. It automatically now creates these videos for me. And it adds images, random images, obviously. But what you can do is you can change these images. And they've always got, for some reason, they've got a lot of stuff with cameras, and it's really funny. And Kodak's not around anymore, right? And so they've taken my headliners and added them to the blog, right? There's actually good stuff in here. So, and you can actually add more to this video as well. But what a good way to add this as a, in an email, or to add this in, let me think now, in a post, right? People love reading in a post. So you can make these things shorter and change them and do whatever. But Lumen 5, it is a paid thing. And am I paying for it? No. So if you upgrade, let me see. And you can play music and media. So Wave.video does similar, but you have to add it yourself. So yeah, so I have for casual video enthusiasts, forever free, individual content creators. So 3 videos per month, contains Lumen 5 watermark. And then here you get 10 videos a month. No Lumen branding. So obviously every time they do something for you, it costs less. So you can have a free account with it. So Lumen 5, great way to create little videos of your blogs. And obviously you don't have to pay for it. You're not going to have that many videos. So I want to also, where am I? Here. 20 plus ways to repurpose your content. So you've written a blog, right? And so what you're going to do is, and I'm just showing, let me show you this one, this way. Okay, you've written a blog. And so you see beautiful pictures. You're going to repurpose your content, because what does that mean? You get an SEO boost, you reach new audiences, reinforce your message, and you gain extra authority. So you, in your blog, you have it on your website, you add it to email, you add it to your business, Facebook business page, you add it to your Facebook business notes. That's a tip nobody remembers. Add it to Instagram, you add it to Pinterest, to Keen. Keen is a new Google platform that operates similar to Pinterest. It's just started out, so create an account there. LinkedIn post, you can add it to Google My Business, add it to a Facebook group, personal Facebook page, YouTube as a video, right? You can create a Lumen 5 or a wave.video. Vimeo, use the video you created for YouTube, upload it to Vimeo as well, because it advertises for you. You can use it for advertising, and here I've said Lumen 5, Canva. Actually, you know what? Canva creates a little video as well. Okay, so don't forget Canva is for free. I don't know if it creates a video if it's for free, because I've paid for it for the year. So it wasn't a lot, it was $300 something. And it's like $12 or something per month. So slideshow, you can create a slideshow, add it to your Facebook cover, create a little ebook from it, create an infographic in Canva, right? So refresh and republish old posts. So here is the cool part about this blog. So you've written this blog, you've added it everywhere. Now you're going to come back and you're going to go, you know what I have, and that's what I'm doing here right now. I am repurposing 2018-07-21 blog. I'm repurposing, I'm fixing it, and I'm going to repurpose it. I'm going to repost it. And somebody wrote it for me, so all the products aren't in here. So I have to asimilar. I have to actually use new products in here. So I have to do some research and get new products. But I'm repurposing this. So what I'm going to do is, once I've saved it, I'm going to take the link. I'm going to take this link, and I'm going to Google Search Console, and you have to have a. Eventually you'll have a link in Google Search Console, and you're going to index it in Google Search Console. So again, this is a little bit more advanced than what you need right now in this course, but remember that once you start writing those blogs, then you are going to be able to reuse them all the time. Okay, what I wanted to also tell you is ideas. This is what I do in my blog. I was just saying to the peeps in the workshop, I get ideas all the time about what to do. Okay, so I hide my ideas, right? I add them in here, and then I remember. They're not just on a piece of paper. See how many I've got hidden, right? So they're not just hidden. They're just not on a piece of paper, and then I forget about them. So they're in here already. So when I come in here and do my blog, I go, ooh, look at this. This is actually quite good stuff, come to think of it. So I'm going to go through this and see, okay, where did I pinch it from? Normally what I do is I add the resource, and it's from Shopify. I don't think this is from Shopify, but you can actually search if you forget where you've done this. I think it might be. Then you can actually search to see where you got your stuff from. But what I would do is, if you are using somebody else's blog, put a resource in here, resource and the link, right? And let them know that what I do is I ask for permission. Hey, can I use your information in my blog? Would you mind? And nobody minds. Okay, you're going to tell them that their name's going to be in the blog. You're going to give them recognition. It just is a compliment, right? It's a compliment. A lot of people will say no. I don't know why they sort of do that, but most of them say yes. It's amazing, and I've done it. Normally what I do is I collect information and I rework it to my own words. Never, never, never just copy and paste and put it out there as your own work, because you can get into trouble. Okay, the same thing as with reusing images. Don't just go online and use any image. Buy your image or buy free images. And you can get them. I've got a long list. I think I've already added them to the group. I've got a long list of where you can find free images, especially for blogs. And you can add them to your blog. Okay, and make sure that hero shot, that first here, they all have to be the same, right? So I was not always good with it, but now what we're doing is, you see this now pitches up very similar. Make sure that they are the same size, okay, the same size, so they pitch up the same all the time. You see here, I've used different blogs, so I need to revisit these blogs and repost them to make sure that they look nice and beautiful. And by the way, I've now got a new theme, so it all looks a little bit different. I love this. All it looks a little bit different. So I need to be adding and changing things. Okay. I think that's it for blogging and why you should blog. And so here's a tip. As I said, start, and it's in your store. Okay, you have a blog. Okay, so let me show you how to create. So how to create a blog. Africa does not have a blog yet, so I'll show you how to actually create the blogs when you don't have one yet. So it's already in here. You don't have to do anything, but you do have to name it. So here we go. Edit blog post action. This was a test. Okay, let's delete this blog post. Right. Okay, so create blog post. This is our start. So we're going to you know what? You have to actually create a blog post to name the blog post. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do how to show our artists. This is what really happened. I need to write a blog about it. Artists are surviving the coronavirus. Are surviving the coronavirus. Okay, so I'm going to save this. So this is what happens. Obviously you have to upload images. This is still hidden, but now we need to actually create a new blog. So create a new blog. No, we're not going to create a new blog. I'm just so we go out of this. So now we can manage blogs. I don't know why this is back to front, but this is exactly what happens. And so you can actually create a few different types of blogs. So how to rename this? Okay, so delete blog, action, view blog. No, so I want to rename this blog. And there is a way to, here we go. Add a blog title. It's a little bit back to front, right? A little bit back to front. So I'm going to call this Shona culture. I don't know. News. I don't know. I'm just making things up as we're going along. So you can also use the feed burner. So you save the blog, and so now you've created a blog. So what I did, as I said, this is a little bit back to front. So you can actually delete this. Sorry. Delete that blog. So now you've got a blog that you want to name it. So how to create. So now you can. Okay, let me start again. This sound looks very. Okay, just to sports. No. Oh, cute flat shoes. Okay, so cute flat shoes. Let's do this. Do it again, step for step, so you can see it. This definitely was not. I've always just gone in here and write. So create a blog. There's no way we can create a blog, right? So yeah, so we have to create a blog before we can actually create the blog name. So test, right? Just want to make sure that I was doing the right thing. It is a little bit, create another blog post. Okay, blog post. So now we can actually see what this is. Okay, let's go to blog posts. Let's see if I can news. So I can rename it. So you can rename it into anything. Blogs for shoes or whatever you want to do, you know. So you can rename this anything you want to, and then add your blogs. Then, okay, come on, let's save it. Then you can add, now you can add all your blogs and your ideas in here. Okay, so obviously rename this, and then you're going to make it so you can make it visible, hidden. So I've got some of mine hidden, or you can make it visible, and you can state when something is visible. So isn't that cool? That is so cool. And so here is, remember I was talking about how to personalize your blogs. This is where you personalize it, because it just grabs the first staff account, which is Linda. So now this it'll grab me as well. So blogs for shoes, and then you can save it, and then it'll show my information. Let's see. Let's do a test. This is not live. This is not live. So let's make it live, because I want to see. Remember we did the personalization, disable password, and we'll disable the password for your store. Blogs. Let's do the blogs. Blogs for shoes. So you can different blogs, right? Different blogs. Sorry, that's what I wanted to see. So remember we added my information to. And this is just a basic theme template, so it doesn't show up the way mine shows up. Let me show you this one. View. So my information shows up. Boom. This is what I have on my other page, right? Okay, on my Gravatar. And what I have, this is actually, I have changed my information on my personalization, right? You know that. Okay, leave this page. Actually, no, save. Let's see what my personalization says. And so when you go into plans and permissions, you go into the account. I've just added my information in there, and it doesn't have to be HTML. It can be just normal stuff, right? I'm just adding a lot of links in here to my Facebook page. Okay, that's it for today. Didn't I show you guys? So links today. So I went in here, okay, to see what if my information. Remember I talked about personalization. So I went in here to see what my personalization is. That's how you can add your that's how you add your information to the blog at the bottom. So if you're looking at the blog, how to stay plugged in, you have a look at it, you go, and my information is right at the bottom here. Okay, so that's what you do to add your information, so that you're the author of the blog. And obviously you have to add your name in here, because we have all these people, and then my name will pop up. And then so I have two blogs, actually three, but this is Boats for Sale that I use as a community page for boats, but I use it as a blog instead of pages, so I can just add more stuff in it. And then I have the Seabrook Marina news. Okay, so I hope this was good information again, and start thinking about those blogs, because it's all part of when you're going to launch, to have a couple of blogs ready to go out. And maybe you can also talk about your products coming out. That could be your first blog as you're launching, or pre-launching even. So if you want to pre-launch, this is a good way to get attention and to get people onto your website, to come and have a look at your website. or web store. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow.